Hello, welcome to Chasing Diecast Cars. Let's take a look at the Majorette WRC cars for 2019. After this we will also take a look at the other WRC cars I have that were previously released in the Racing Cars and Street Cars series. Also, I want to point out that this series is not complete. That was pointed out to me by Theo Christesu. I hope I'm saying your name right, and if not, I apologize. He commented on the chase report where I showed these that there is a fifth version. It's this one, the Citroën, but it has the number 10 on the roof, and instead of the flag of Ireland it has the Union Jack on it, and it has a different box. So I'll pick that one up if I can find it cheaper. For now I have all the castings, so that's good enough for me to do a video on. Let's start here. So it has the WRC logo on the packaging. It says metal body, rubber tires, suspension, and it is a licensed vehicle. On the back it shows, as usual, the packaging date, May 13 of 2019. It also shows the brands, the makes, car makes that are in here. Ford, VW, Citroën and DS. It does not have the Hyundai logo, but it says here in text. So that's it for the back. Let's open these up. Also, one thing that I've thought about, these boxes seem too small to put the cars in them. Now that would be really silly if that was the case, but it's just something that I thought of when I saw these, and if they are not too small they will be very snug in there for sure. So it has the driver on the box with his signature and his name, Ogier. Here's got the model on it, same on the back, and then here's some info on the bottom, and then you got the car nicely tucked in this plastic blister. So first of all, let's check the suspension. Okay, that doesn't do anything. So I don't know about you, but I think this one does not have suspension. So that's kind of funny. Rubber tires, let's check that. Yeah, there you go. Rubber tires alright. Rims are cool too. Got the brake discs behind the rims. Got the lensed headlights. This time they are clear because it's got clear windows, because it's got an interior. So it's got a roll cage in there. It's got the bucket seats. Nothing in the back. It does have a spare wheel in the back. That's funny. Cannot imagine them changing a tire besides the rally course if they have a flat. But anyways, let's see if we can see a little bit better inside. It's kind of hard to see. Okay, that's the best I can do. So it says on the roof 2015 Rally Monte Carlo, and then here in the back all decked out. So 157 scale VW Polo R WRC, made in March 4, 2019. Okay, so that's one. Second one, the Ford Fiesta. So also the same driver and another one. Here's the model and the info. Oh yeah, and here it says the WRC logo, by the way. Yeah, this one does have suspension. There you see the suspension bars, 157 scale. So this is an all new casting, the VW wasn't. Ford Fiesta WRC. It's got some white rims, seem the same rims as the VW. Lens headlights also very nicely detailed all around. This spoiler is plastic, on the VW it's metal. Big diffuser in the back. So let's try to look inside this interior too. It's got the little sliding window on the side. No spare wheel in the back of this one. Cool. They seem to fit inside. As I look at it now, they are kinda just fitting. Yeah. So here we got Thierry Neuville. There you go. So here we got different color rims. This one also has suspension. This was also a new casting, 151 scale. So that's pretty big, alright. Hyundai i20 Coupe WRC. Lensed headlights as usual. And the painted taillights, big diffuser also. This is a metal wing on the back. Okay, again, let's try to see inside. So this one does not have bucket seats, but seems to have stock seats. That's kind of weird. Because it has the headrests and everything. Okay. And then the Citroën, the last one. So here we got Breen and Martin. New casting also, suspension 161 scale, Citroën C3 WRC 2018. So one thing I noticed here in the store, there were two of them, and one did not have the black paint on the front of the wing, and there was just red, because the spoiler, the wing, is first painted red and then painted over with black. So I didn't know exactly which one to pick, although I could have watched on the box, and here you can see it actually is meant to have the red in the front, so I actually picked the wrong one. So this is some black paint that has been made a little bit, yeah, too much paint on it, but you know, it looks kind of weird with partially being red and partially being black. I thought it would look better if the top wing part was all black, and then the little wing underneath it, because there's a little one underneath it, as you can see, would be all red. Thought that would look better, but you know, anyways. So the same rims again, in white, like the Ford has. This one has painted lights here on top, and then lens lights here at the bottom, very tiny ones. And then the taillights are painted or at least partially, and a big diffuser also. This clip from the base looks like it's kind of sticking out a lot, but no, if you look at it from the side, it's not sticking out that far. Let's try to see in the interior. Oh yeah, this one has bucket seats, alright. Yep, that's cool. And it does have the spare wheel also in the back. Okay, so let's see if we can fit one in there. Yeah, oh yeah, there's even some room left. And lengthwise, no problem. The width, well, yeah, it's snug. So maybe it's better that way. It doesn't move around too much in there and get packaging rub. There you go. That's the 4 new cast, well, 3 new castings and 1 old one. And I'll show you the old one in its racing cars livery. So the WRC cars, the recent ones before these, did not have a suspension, did not have rubber tires, and they did not have an interior. So you get a black window and you also get black headlights. Whereas this one has the clear headlights. The rest of it is exactly the same, except for the rims. The rims are different, but as you can see, the rest is the same. And this one also does not have suspension because it's based on this older casting. There you see, it's all exactly the same, except for the interior and the headlights and the rubber tires. And then we've got the Ford. So this is the previous model, the Fiesta WRC it is called. You can see no suspension, no interior. So we got the black headlights and no rubber tires. And so this, let's put them together, new and old, very much more detailed. This one, of course, looks way better, way more realistic to the real car. And then we got the Citroën. Hyundai is a new license for Majorette, so don't have an older version to show. So here you can see no suspension, got the black windows, black headlights, and no rubber tires. So got a few of these to show. I'm going to show them one by one quickly, because you've already seen all of these on my channel normally if you watch regularly. Maybe this one, I'm not sure if I've ever shown this one. And then we go to some other brands. This is a Peugeot in a old racing cars packaging. So this one does have suspension. It's from 2011. These older ones did have suspension, but also blacked out windows. This does not have lens headlights. These are tampoed on, but they did have detail tampos and were just not gray. So that's kind of cool. This is a plastic piece, the ring. So as you can see here, it says Peugeot 206 WRC 157 scale. Then we got the Mini. This is from the racing cars. So no suspension, Mini Cooper WRC 157 scale. So this one has the black headlights for the black windows. A little metal spoiler here. And I got some other versions. These are more like street versions. This was in a limited edition set. This was a street version. This was from a special series, holiday series. Union Jack on top. It's also from the holiday series. And then we got the Ford Focus WRC. Because it's an older casting, it does have suspension. 157 scale. Does not have a lot of play on the suspension. So blacked out windows, has the painted headlights, metal wing on the back. Also got this orange version. This one has a little bit more suspension. And then I've got a couple of blue ones still carded with a wheel variation. 2012 production. Yeah, very little suspension also on this one. And then this one has a different style of wheel. This is a 2012 production, also with a month difference. Yeah, this one has got a little bit more suspension. Then we've got a very interesting model. This Subaru. It does suffer from packaging rub because it has been in there for 7 years already. So it says Subaru Impreza WRC, 157 scale. It has suspension because it's an older casting, but no interior. Got the painted headlights, painted taillights, and the metal wing on the back. It's got cool gold rims. And then the last one, according to my information, is also or was also a WRC model. It's this Mitsubishi. Now, if we look at the base here, it's 158 scale. It's got suspension. Here it says Mitsubishi Pajero, but then underneath that there's a kind of a blank space in the plastic. I think it used to say WRC there, but they erased it. So probably the racing cars versions had the WRC in the name on the base. And then the last 3 models that were released of this casting were street cars versions in blue, in green and in red. I have 2 of the 3 colors, and therefore I think they erased the WRC. So suspension, as you can see, and this is the only one that does have an interior. So probably pretty old casting. This is 2012. It's got detailed tampos in the front, taillights, no spare tire here. And then here is the green one. And the hood opens up on this one too. Bonnet. They both don't have a window in the back, it's closed. Yeah. Well, that's it for this video. I thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.